In the Santa Clarita Valley, check us out on social media. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Or download the free app. Or just go to hometownstation.com.
It's the Mom Show. Welcome in. I'm Kristin Cruz. This is Renee Kennedy Powers. We're so happy to be bringing you another special edition, Bosses and Babies. You've been listening to the Mom Show. You know, we're talking about mom and dad life, of course. Yep. It's information that anybody can use, but it comes from a mom's perspective. And we decided that with all the input and the feedback we were getting from small business owners and women who have brands that just want to build them, like working at home, maybe it's an Etsy store, maybe it's just your brand on Instagram, you want to start cashing in on social media, we decided to call in the experts and help you level up your small business. So that's what we've done today. You've seen a lot of great ladies in this Mom Show studios with us, but today we welcomed in the daddies.
Yeah, we thought we should mix it up a little bit and include the dads. So we have Vince Bird from SCV Decals with us, and we have Edward O'Hare, and he's an attorney, and he has his own office. He does, what would you say, family estate planning?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Planning,
Ooh,
trust.
that sounds
and
important.
That kind of
Yeah. I can't
like
hear
that.
out of my headphones all of a sudden. Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
I was like,
So-
I don't really need them. It's okay.
So you know what? We want to help you on every level of business, whatever it may be. So that's why we brought in experts who can help you out in any area. And what I really love about these guys is, wait, are you guys both dads?
Yes.
Both
Yep.
daddies. All
Bless
boys.
your
too.
hearts.
All boys.
Boys.
All boys?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. We should do a show
boy.
on that.
I know. That's a whole other subject.
I mean, you guys don't even, I was just, people.
Right? I have two boys, too. So
I have a
feel.
girl and a boy, so I just know that there's an imbalance in the world, and it's real. And I deal with it on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Okay, so both of these daddies have built up their businesses, and we want them to share their secrets, spill it, dump it, because you guys both don't have, like, a podcast or an ebook I should know about. So if you
Nope.
did, we would buy it.
Not yet.
Not
till they
yet.
hang out with us.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So this is the only place that you can get their story and their secrets. So thank you for tuning in with us again. We really appreciate it. All right, so you know what, Edward? Let's start with talking about being an attorney. First of all, that's rad. That's super awesome.
It's a hard job.
You're welcome. That I know took a lot of school. My husband's actually planning to go. He's just started law school, even though he's my age, and because he's hitting his second career after he retires from the fire service, so that'll be awesome. Maybe he can talk to you about it. But what first of all, what exactly do you do at your estate planning law office, O'Hare Law Office? What exactly do you do? Like, what kind of clients are you looking for? Because what kind of service do you provide?
Yeah, absolutely. So at my office, we specialize in just estate planning, wills, trusts, probate, administering trusts.
Can I ask what probate is, or I sound like an idiot?
Yeah, no,
No,
that's a great
ask.
question.
What's
Probate.
important?
Probate is it's a court process. So it's court when anyone in California basically owns property or has a little bit of money and pass away, and there needs to be a court process. That's how we do things, to kind of give someone the legal authority to be able to wrap up the person who passed their estate. So it's court, but the thing about court, it's very expensive. It's not efficient.
Lots of
It's
drama.
time consuming.
drama.
Lots of drama. it
Stay
sounds
out.
like,
All
yeah.
court is drama, no matter what field. Stay out of court
Stay
if
out of
you
court.
can, and probate's no exception.
Okay.
So
got
so
it.
what we do is we plan for with people so they can avoid that entirely.
So you make
they
the process
never
a
have to
little
go to
easier,
probate.
basically.
Yeah,
That's
their
awesome.
families. They just
That's so much better. I would way rather
completely.
Yeah, have that happen. Okay, so that's what you do at O'Hare Law Office, Edward. So when you started your business, I'm sure that it was just like you and a laptop out of law school. I mean, like, how did
Yes.
Yeah. That's basically how all great stories start. And then you grew it into your own law office. That's really impressive. You definitely leveled up.
Thank you. Yeah, it's quite a road.
Yeah, I bet.
We say, when you get out of law school, you hang your shingle. Like, you get your diploma, you just hang it. So we call it the shingle life, and I've lived that. And, there's lean times, and especially when you see the impact of this field and how helpful it is, and then you'll see people, I know I need to do it, but kind of putting it off, especially when you're, like, hungry and ready to go.
Yeah.
That was a struggle for me.
Frustrating.
Because just psychologically, like, I know how much
they need
you
it.
would value this.
Right.
So, so I just had to keep, marketing, meeting people, and that's what I do now. I like to get out there. That's, there's two parts of it. There's the lawyering, and then there's the other half's like the business aspect, and that really gets me going too. And I like, just meeting people for coffee, for lunch, being here on the radio.
Right.
Putting
This
your
is the
face
types
out
of
there, yeah.
fun stuff, and
It means a lot, because if they've just at least heard your name or heard your voice or seen your face on Facebook talking on a show like this, and they come to a point in their life where maybe they don't need an attorney right now, but when they do,
they'll think of you.
You're the one that's going to pop up.
Edward's
right?
face.
Yeah, boom, there's his face
there's
in my
Edward.
thought bubble because you were here.
Remember that face, guys. So who exactly are your customers?
Yeah, so mostly all local people, Santa Clarita. I find that most of them they're actually parents who have children who are in their early 20s. That seems to be the majority.
Wow, okay.
And, they all kind of say the same thing. Oh, we should have done this when our kids were little. Because, when you have little ones, you want to make sure that something happens.
I can't even get a shower in, but
Right.
let alone get
There
my
you
will
go.
made.
And that's the reality.
You don't think of this stuff until you become parents. Me and my husband
That's
just
true.
did this recently, and all this stuff like that, that he was setting out for us. I was like, oh, you don't think of this. You don't think there's so much importance behind getting a trust together, getting a will. Do
you find that, Edward, that when parents do sit down like
They're like,
us,
whoa.
that you're putting things out there, they're like, oh my God, I never thought of that. Like,
Right.
does that just do you find that they're sitting there going, oh my gosh?
Oh, definitely. They'll always say, like, wow, this was so eye-opening to me, and I'm so glad to know this now. And,
It gives them peace of mind. I
Definitely.
felt so much better. I was like, okay, something
Really?
happens. Yeah, because then your kids are set up.
You're a real grown-up when you do that kind of
I
stuff.
know.
You're like, okay.
Adulting sucks, but kind of doesn't
Yeah,
sometimes.
Edward
so-
makes it suck less.
Yeah.
That
Less-
should be your new slogan.
Parenting
Come to
sucking
O'Hare
less.
Law,
Yeah,
parenting
adult-
sucking less.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
We're here to help.
Yeah.
No
more sucking.
We really.
Yeah, and
Hope
you
that
know,
works.
I kind of, I have to laugh at the end of most appointments. It's kind of like Groundhog Day, and people will say the same thing. They'll say,
Totally.
"That was way easier than I thought." And the second thing is, if I knew it was that easy, I would have done it a long time
Yep.
ago. And that's really what
Such is life with
we
so
go
many
for that.
things.
True, right?
Yeah.
That's our goal. It's mostly women driven. I think 80% of the time it's the wife says,
As
we have to do this.
wives,
She's
get
either
on it.
dragging him by the ear or he comes willingly.
Yeah.
But it's women who really drive this field who
See?
I think take care of
I
this.
think everybody's
Darn
starting to
women.
figure that out. Everybody's like, we hold the strings to the pocketbook. We pick the car that the family drives, and we decide that it's time to go get our wills done.
Yeah.
We send you to your dentist and tell you it's time to go see the doctor and get your,
Make you change your underwears.
colonoscopy and make you, all the stuff you don't like but you need. We're kind of there for you.
Yeah.
Thank God.
And thank
Yeah.
God.
Thank God.
Amen to that.
My husband always says, I would starve and have no clean clothes.
That's right.
I mean, he would.
You would. He would.
He would.
See? We
Yeah.
know it, but we're not going to throw it in your face.
No.
But, just know
I
that
mean,
we're quietly knowing.
kind of throw it in his
But
face a
behind
little
your.
bit. Yep.
So Vincent, Vincent owns SCV Decals, and we want to talk to him about his business in a moment. But Edward was saying that this is what he does for his family. You're a papa. Do you have any of this stuff done? Because I will straight up admit right now, I do not. I have life insurance, and that's it.
Another
I guess-
very
are you
important
not
one.
supposed to say that? I don't know.
No, you should. I
Okay,
mean-
yeah, I have that, but I don't have anything
I,
else.
I just recently did. Yes.
Yeah.
Like maybe 3-4 months ago. Yes.
Good job. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. And did you find that you feel better afterwards?
I did. Yeah.
Same.
And the guy that helped me out,
There
he
you go.
was knowledgeable and knew
That's
help,
the thing.
so.
I think it's something that you actually can't do by yourself. Like, it's
No.
one of those things where most things you can go to, like, YouTube, watch a video, and figure out how to change a tire or whatever you need to figure out how to do. Fix the toaster. But when it comes to this kind of thing, you really do need an expert to guide you through it.
Well, and I feel like there's stuff like Legal Shield that you hear sent out. You know, people speak about it all the time. But for me, like, it's just like Amazon. Like, I want someone in front of me who's knowledgeable, who's skilled in this area when it's something this important to help me and walk me through it. Like, I can order anything on Amazon, but I'm not getting customer service. I'm not touching and feeling the product.
Right.
And for me, I'm like, this guy went to school and spent tons of money on loans and knows what the heck he's doing. And I'm just trying to do Legal Shield and do it myself.
Right.
Like, to save a buck.
To save a tiny amount of money.
A tiny amount of money. Like, I would rather put it. And he probably hates Legal Shield.
Yeah. I mean, have you found that kind of
just
thing?
like I hate Amazon.
I absolutely see that. And, you know, unfortunately, the risk in the DIY type legal services is you don't get legal advice. And, you know, earlier this week I had an appointment.
Check one wrong box and you're screwed.
Oh, my God.
See?
Yeah, and then there's a family blow up and they never talk again.
Exactly.
And it's not worth it. You know, the appointment I had earlier this week, this husband and wife, real good people, they just moved into the area from LA area here. And they had something done, a DIY. And so the first thing I always do is flip to the signature pages to make sure that's done right, notarized, or there needs to be 2 witnesses. And sure enough, they had 1 witness on each of their wills. So I had to tell them, you've had this for 10 years. It's been invalid the entire time.
Oh my gosh.
And you thought it was right.
Well,
but
that's
it's
what happened
not.
with my dad.
Oh, my gosh.
It's not worth it.
Actually, my dad, my grandparents, when they were alive and had their house, they refinanced. And you know how you have to take it out of the trust and put it back in once it's done?
Oh, I didn't know
they
that.
did like a Legal Shield thing, and it was never put back in.
That's
so
one
when
of
they
the-
passed away, my dad and my uncle had a hell of a time getting it back. Yeah, and it was years later. But you think it's safe this whole time, and
that's one of the
look what
number one
happens.
problems. And that's why yearly we do a quick check-in, just like a quick check.
That's
Hey, have you
awesome.
moved? Did you refinance? Because for that exact reason, if they did, we got to make sure the house is put back in that trust.
People don't know that.
So you not only do you, Edward, do you offer the services, but you offer the follow-up.
Yes,
See,
absolutely.
that's
we have
huge.
a dedicated
That's huge, yeah.
system for doing that.
Because like Amazon's not going to call you and make
No.
sure you're cool.
Well,
Like,
that's the thing for my
right?
So for my stores, for instance, baby carriers, which you wearing your baby, it needs to be done properly. You need to make sure you know how to use your carrier.
Right. And
So
you're
many
certified.
people,
You're certified.
And there's
She's
Laura
certified.
Brown, who's out here in Santa Clarita and does all of LA. She's certified. She's like the Dalai
Expert.
Lama of baby wearing.
Right.
Shout out to Laura Brown.
Yes.
And you know, you can go on Amazon and buy a baby carrier. Yes, maybe get free shipping or save $1, whatever. But then they come into a store like mine and bring it in and want me to teach them how to use it. And that's, you know, with my insurance, it's a slippery
Right.
line or, you know, slope that I don't want to get involved in. And even though it's my passion, what I love,
Interesting.
thanks Amazon, you know, closing little shops all over the place.
Right,
But
right,
I
right.
understand the convenience. So it's
Right.
so hard to, you know, keep up with stuff like that. And for you, like Legal Shield and those type of things.
For me, that's huge to have follow up because it's
Totally.
even like when you're on a diet. Like for me, if why does it always come back to food or dieting?
Right.
But you know, it's kind of like the Weight Watchers or Jenny Craig theory of like when you know you have like some accountability or somebody just checking
Yep.
in with you. You know, you have one of those like counselors or like weight counselors or
Yeah.
whatever, just being like, "How's it going? How you doing today?" You know, just checking in on you. It makes a huge difference.
Well, that's why I tell people, well, why don't you call Amazon? Maybe they can help you over the phone.
Yeah.
You know,
Good luck.
you know,
Bye-bye
it's like-
now.
Yeah, like, and I hate to do that, and normally I
Terrible.
don't, but honestly, it's becoming such an issue that I'm like, you know, who's going to help you at Amazon?
Exactly. Well, you know, and that's why we love local businesses.
We
Support
love
your local
local.
businesses.
Just do it, guys.
Do it wherever you are. I mean, this
Yes.
Bosses and Babies has to do with family-run businesses here in the Santa Clarita Valley and in Los Angeles, but it's really information that anybody can use with a business anywhere. And so
Yeah.
wherever you are in your town, in your small area, shop local, buy local, get local services
Well, and I
because that's
see
where it's
on
at.
all these Facebook pages here in Santa Clarita, like people saying, oh, this business is closing. This went out of business. And they're like, why did they close? Well, they're closing because you're not supporting them,
There you
guys.
go.
Go out there, spend the extra dollar. You're supporting a family. You're sending
Absolutely.
kids to football practice,
That's right.
to camps, to church events.
Preach.
I can't tell you how important it is. You're going to see places empty. And then when you are rushing to that last minute baby shower or birthday party or whatever, and you need a special gift, There's only going to be places like Big Box, and you're going to send a boring gift. I'm sorry.
No, it's true. It's that personal touch.
Yeah, it is.
So, and Bosses and Babies here in the Mom Show studios at KHTS, we like to just remind you of that. But and we started to talk about like wills and trusts.
I'm like, I'm sweating.
And the personal touch. But we have Edward in here, Edward O'Hare from O'Hare Law Offices, to also talk about like how did he build his brand to where it's at now. I mean, this is one of the go-to places for you if you think wills or trusts or estate planning in the Santa Clarita Valley. You think O'Hare Law Offices for that kind of thing. But how did you do that? So I just want to know you personally, when you went from, like we were saying, law school to hanging your shingle to having your own practice and then getting your own clients. I mean, that's a scary kind of treacherous thing. And like you said, it took a lot of patience, perseverance, and not letting yourself get discouraged when people flat out told you no to your service.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's hard to hear. I mean, that
So-
like, hey, would you like this great stuff that I studied for years? I know it's good and you need it. Not right now.
Not right now. How do you
now.
get your name out there, and how are you getting people to say yes to your services?
Yes.
Sure. Well, first, the whole time I just, I think you have to start with the idea that it's worth it. Those struggles, you have to know that the goal, it's going to pay off.
You have
and
to
I always,
believe in it.
I knew that. I knew that. I knew people need help in this area. Everyone needs to do it. And so other than that, taking care of my clients the right way, I feel like maybe in the past you could, it's just kind of a satisfactory client experience. Now you have to grand slam it 100% of the time. That's key. They have to walk out like a raving fan, which means you completely took care of them. You have to take care of people.
Like they like you so much, they want to go on Yelp and tell people
They
about
do.
it.
Yes.
Facebook.
That's what you need.
That's what you need nowadays.
They're dancing as they walk out.
Right.
It's the right
That's what I
thing
do.
to do for people.
Yeah,
for
It's
sure.
taking care of people, and then it pays off, because they want their loved ones to have that experience. And
Right.
you have to, those raving fans, it's like you're creating raving fans every time. So I think that's key. Other than that, just meeting people, getting out there and chatting with people. I have this thing, I feel like if I don't want to do it or I can't do it, I have to do it. And that has really
Yeah, that's
served me
awesome.
well.
Oh, that sucks.
I
That's
know.
hard.
It
It's
is
like,
so
that one
hard.
thing I don't want to do.
Yeah.
That's an indicator that I
Have to.
Have to do it.
have to do it.
How are you marketing?
Marketing. So, I have a website. Of course, I advertise in Inside SCV here in
Oh, nice.
town.
Okay.
And that's been fantastic. Facebook.
Do you find that your website, by the way, you can check your analytics, and we've talked about that with some of our marketing experts on the Mom Show.
Which they do awesome work here.
Yes,
So you know.
the KHTS marketing
They
is
do
killer,
amazing stuff.
So that's why I'm curious about that. Do you find that a lot of your clientele comes through your website, or do you find that it comes more through social media, or have you looked at that at all?
I have. Yeah. I think it's kind of, I would say, probably 40% referrals, maybe 50% referrals, 30% my website, and about
Interesting.
20 Inside
media.
SCV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Other
So
sources.
it's all working. It's just
Yeah.
You need it
works.
all.
So, but the website, I use Scorpion here in town, a local
Cool.
company.
I have friends who work there.
Yeah.
Nice.
They're
Oh, that's
awesome.
right. You're an attorney. That's kind of their gig.
Yeah.
Right.
They were their bread and butter.
Right.
But yeah, what I've found just recently, sharing little experiences that I've had with clients, or this situation came up, or this happened with the family, or a probate, and listen to this, look what the fees are, because these fees that are set in the state
on
law.
social media, you mean? Like
Yeah,
sharing
just kind
stories?
of putting it on Facebook, and
it's
people
real
are saying,
life.
"Wow, I had no idea."
People
and
relate to
thanks for
that.
that info.
Yes.
Just
Yes.
that, just plain language from the heart.
That's awesome.
Stuff.
Agreed. Plain language from the heart and giveaways. We've talked
It's
so
genuine,
many times.
it's organic. People
is.
want that.
And you can give. Don't be afraid to give stuff away.
Nope, don't.
It really don't.
So
Don't be afraid
true.
of giving stuff away. Free information, free little help here and there, free little things like. It goes so far. It is so helpful. And be an expert in what you do, A, and B, share that expertise with others, and you will find loyal clientele.
Put your face out there, guys.
Put your face out there. If you're not
Yeah.
looking at our faces right now because you're
Look
listening
at
to
Edward's
a podcast
face
or
right now. No.
Edward. Hello, it's Edward. If we are on Facebook, so go to the KHTS radio page. Like, follow, make sure that you check in frequently. All your local news obviously is there, and all all of these great shows are archived there as well as on hometownstation.com. Next up, we're going to follow up with, we're going to keep Edward here because, you know,
we like him.
Yeah, we like him, and he's expensive. Like, if we had to pay for him, he'd be expensive, right?
Yeah.
No, you're affordable?
No,
you work with me?
You just told him to give things
All right,
away.
Good. Yeah. That's right.
Give it up,
Give
Edward.
us time for free here, and we're going to speak with Vincent Bird of SCV Decals coming up next. More small business knowledge on bosses and babies running your business and your family on your hometown station, KHTS.
Your building sign is essential in getting customers to your location. Feathers can help get your business noticed. They walk you through each phase of your building sign project, providing special attention to detail and quality. Feathers will give you a sign you can be proud of. Your building sign will draw customers in instead of having them drive by. Feathers on Soledad in Canyon Country, across from the Edwards Theater. Or go to feathersphoto.com. That's feathersphoto.com.
The Santa Clarita Artists Association has a new gallery in downtown Newhall on 6th Street between Main and Railroad, right across from the Canyon Theater Guild. The gallery features our members' paintings, sculptures, and one-of-a-kind handcrafted gift items. Whether you're an art lover, buyer, or an artist wishing to join, visit our website at santaclaritaartist.org, come to our free monthly meetings at Barnes & Noble, or stop by the gallery. For upcoming events and exhibits, check us out at santaclaritaartist.org. We make visual art visible.
If you're in danger of losing your home to foreclosure, you need an expert. Hi, I'm Rich Sherman with Alta Realty. I've helped hundreds of Santa Clarita residents save their homes completely for free. I've got just over 20 years experience and a loan modification success rate of over 80%. I can negotiate better terms with your bank, and I can save your home from foreclosure. And again, we do this completely for free. So if you're in any danger, please call me today at 661-714-1400. That number again is 661-714-1400. I'm Rich Sherman with Alta Realty. I'll be happy to help you save your home for free.
Hey there, I'm Tori with your hometown station weather. The excessive heat warning continues for the Santa Clarita Valley. Sunny with a high of 103 today. Clear tonight with a low of 74 degrees. Tomorrow, 102 for the high. And on Saturday, 100 for the high. For all that's going on in the Santa Clarita Valley, check us out on social media. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Or download the free app. Or just go to hometownstation.com.
Now FM, 98.1 FM, and AM 1220, your hometown station.
Welcome into the Mom Show with Kristin Cruz and Renee Kennedy Powers here.
Hey, guys.
Hi. We have a special series. If you haven't heard the past episodes, go back and listen to the podcast. It's Bosses and Babies. We just found that there was so much need in the marketplace for small businesses and local businesses in the Santa Clarita Valley and Los Angeles.
Yeah.
To get some help from experts. There are differences between, trying to run your own business and knowing how to do it right. And it's just
especially as a parent.
Oh my gosh.
Or with
as
a
parent.
family. Yeah.
Right. raising kids. And we have had some incredible moms in here, but today we have dads.
The daddies.
So Vincent Bird is joining us from SCV Decals. You can go to scvdecals.com if right off the bat you're like, oh, dude, cool. I've been looking for somebody who does this.
Yeah.
Excellent. Vincent's your man. But what we're talking to Vincent about is his business. So first of all, you have kids. You have boys.
I have one boy.
Oh, you
One
have
boy.
one boy.
Yeah.
Okay, just
Yeah.
stay at one.
You stopped
No,
at one.
yeah, it's gonna be one, and that's it. I'm done.
One and done.
One and done. That's
My
it.
friend always say, like, why? You can't improve on perfection.
No.
Why?
True.
So, Vince, so you juggle, and this is your own business. Did you build this business yourself?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, so we got to dive in here.
Yeah.
So, first of all, what exactly does SCV Decals do? So we know kind of what your daily work is.
Yeah. So we make decals for all your needs. We make decals for windows for businesses. A lot of decals for the vehicle on the back of the window.
Oh, right.
That could get
Like
hundreds.
advertising via decals.
Yeah, that could get hundreds of thousands of people just seeing your advertisement a
Yeah,
day.
I think so.
And people take pictures of it all the time, and then they call. I get it all the time. Hey, thank you for putting the decal. I just got a call from somebody.
I do that.
So-
I will admit, I'll be at a
I
stoplight, and
take
if like a
pictures.
van drives up and goes says something interesting on the side, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I just like stick it in my phone because I want to go back later and like check out their website.
So many of those.
I do the same
How
thing.
funny is that? That's so smart, and it's like free advertisement all the time. You're just driving around with it,
And it's really affordable. I mean,
really?
so
More than people would think.
more than people.
Like better, easier to get to, and easier to pay for than you would think.
Yeah, exactly.
It really is.
Yeah.
Okay, that's so cool. Okay, so you have clients, I would think big and small, independent and large, and asking for all kinds of different stuff. So, and are you a one-man show, or are there other people that work with you?
Correct. I'm a one-man show. I do have somebody help me out every once in a while when I need it.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I am a one-man show.
So you're working. You do it all.
Yeah.
All right. See, and I think we have a lot of moms that listen to this show that also are like
One man-
wearing
one
5
women
hats.
show.
One
Yeah.
women shows. Like we got a producer switch. Cody left. Andrew's in. Tagged out. All right.
It's like enough of these crazies.
Yeah, he's like, I'm
Get
out.
here.
Maybe he's going to start his own business right
I
now. You know, who knows?
We gave him so much
Inspired.
knowledge.
Yes.
Right?
One more
Yeah.
inspired. So
Another one bites the dust.
So Vincent's from scvdecals.com if you didn't know. So Vincent, so you do it all. You wear your 5 hats. I think that's a lot to juggle. A lot of us moms want to run our own business, do our own thing, and maybe not realize that we have to be everybody in the business. Like you literally are you're the receptionist, the salesperson, the installer, you do it all.
Do it all.
That's so crazy to take that on. What in the world made you want to do this as a business?
You know, the funny thing is I was always interested in decals when I was in high school. I always got the little decals from my car, and I would put them on.
Yeah.
And I was actually working full-time, and I kind of always was interested in owning my own business as well.
Yeah.
Being an entrepreneur, working for myself pretty much. And I had a mechanic at the time who used to work on the type of car that I used to have. Mm-hmm. And we were talking, and I don't know what came up, but he was telling me that he used to do decals. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I used to always want to know how they were made.
Oh, huh.
And
interesting.
he kind of told me what machines to get. He didn't really show me how to do it.
Right.
He just told me, look at this machine, do this. And then from that point on, I looked it up. I got my machines. I got the equipment. And from there, I just try on error. I messed up so many decals.
Oh, my
it's
God.
Kind of funny.
It's a real trial and error.
Real trial and error, yeah.
And so when you were investing your money in this company, I mean, that's a risk right there, is putting your credit card on the line. Was it all self-funded, or did you have to go outside?
It was all self-funded. I was, like I said, I was working for full-time as well, doing construction. And then after construction, I went to DirecTV, which is now AT&T.
Right.
So that was kind of hard, too, and my son was literally like 6 months old.
Oh, my gosh.
So were you scared to do this? To start it, or?
I wasn't, yes and no. I mean, I was scared, but I was so excited to see what it was going to come out to be.
Yeah.
And I mean, it took me a while to get to where I am at. But I mean, I still have a lot more to go.
Well, and it sounds like you know, and this is a common theme that I've noticed, is that you don't quit your day job. Like, no. You know what? You got to have like your job to pay the bills. Like, don't keep your lights on at home. Keep your kids fed. Like,
totally.
You're just going to get a little less sleep, and
then you get to a point that okay, now is time. I can cut off the other job and really focus on this. There's it comes to a time that's what it is. Or if like me, you're married and you have a spouse that has a a good job or a decent job where you can float it, with the help of them.
Right.
So you have to just really determine and factor in so many things to know when is it time.
So much hustle.
Yeah.
Did you now, Vincent, with your decal company, did you when you knew you had to start buying more equipment and buying more like decal material and stuff like that, did you wait until you had the orders and then buy it, or did you invest first and then? Because I'm always thinking, I want to start a business, I'm not going to buy anything until people order it, and then I'm going to buy it really fast.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, how do you do it?
No, I just bought it. It's funny.
You just invested full on.
Yeah.
Jumped in 2 feet.
I just jumped in. Yeah, I just bought the stuff. I mean, I like
so
a
scary
week
to me.
before, I think I put like a post on Facebook, saying I'm going to do decals.
Guess what I do, guys?
Yeah.
No way.
But it didn't really go where
That's
I wanted
crazy.
to go, and
wow.
But yeah, I just jumped all in.
Okay, and how long has it been since you started?
So I started, it's been about 5.5 years now.
Wow, congratulations.
Doing full time for about a year and almost a half.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Congratulations! I've read so many things lately. Renee and I belong to some Facebook groups like the SCV
Networking
events that you should check out for sure if you're a small business around here. But I follow a lot of like mom bosses on Instagram and like work groups and stuff like that all kind of help each other out. And I've read some statistics, and they are something crazy like all small businesses don't last over a year, and like all.
Which is true. I mean, I've seen so
like
many.
They don't, like 5.5 years, that's success in a big, huge way.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Keep going. I just kept going no matter what it was.
Especially if you're surviving and feeding yourself and your child. And
Then you win. Like you've won.
You won.
You did it. Oh my gosh. All right. So you're listening to the Mom Show Special Edition Bosses and Babies with Renee and Kristin.
Yes.
And so we're talking to Vincent Bird. Is SCVDecals.com is his website. And so you started this like literally, I feel everybody started kind of in their garage. Like, everything started just like a one-man show and then built up from there. And then just went for it. So now that you're rocking and rolling, so how do you find that it's most effective to market your company to get those customers? Where are your customers coming from?
That was the problem I had in the beginning. I didn't know how to do that.
Okay. Okay. So trial by error, or?
Yeah. And I was still working at the time, and I had a buddy that I used to go to high school with. His name Brandon Dutchell. Shout out to Brandon.
Hi, Brandon.
We
love Brandon.
Introduced me to a networking meeting, and I went like 3 times before I even like kind of joined, And networking is the thing. Is key.
Really?
In business.
Yep. See?
It made
We
my
say
business.
it.
Renee and I keep saying that,
tell
guys.
everyone.
Networking.
We kind of are geniuses,
a little bit.
right? A little bit.
So you networked.
So yeah, I started networking it's almost been 2 years since I started networking, and my business has just been
Okay,
crazy.
because your
So
business.
that's how we met.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Networking.
Your
from the
customer
page.
is other businesses.
It could be any type. Other businesses. I make wall decals too. So like, a lot of moms want to decorate their kids' room and like
do cute little
Iron
graphics
Man
on the
or
wall.
graphic stuff like that. And
Oh,
a lot of people get in the office. They want to decorate the
windows,
office.
like this, for instance.
and
Right.
Get motivational quotes. So I just did a big tree not too long ago over there on Southern Oaks Mortgage. It was like 11 foot by 8 foot tree.
Do you do
Really
any
cool.
vinyl, like car wrapping type stuff yet?
So I do
Not the
some
wrap.
type of wraps, but not
Yeah.
the full wraps
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah.
I'm going to be getting into that.
See,
just-
always adding something
Yeah,
when you're an
yeah.
entrepreneur.
That's so crazy. I think,
So
you're
true.
always adding something,
are.
but then that's another investment. So you're like
Yep.
3 steps forward, 1 step back.
But that's exactly what I want to do is get into like car wraps and all that. So that's I'm gonna be.
So you
doing
got it. You
so.
have to do it.
Yeah,
you just
yeah,
have to
it's
do
gonna
it.
be-
Well,
I'm gonna
especially
be
when
doing
people
it.
ask over and over, it's like, okay, there's a need, so you
Yeah.
got to figure out a way to fill it so they don't go to someone else.
That's really smart, is listening to your customers.
Yeah, you have to listen to your customers.
You gotta listen to what people want. I mean,
Yep.
literally, just
Feedback is so important.
feedback.
Too.
Yeah. Talking to people, just talk to, and that's what I think part of why networking is so important for small businesses is that you just need to talk to people to
Yeah.
find out what they need, what they
Get
like.
Get out there.
What
Get out
they're
of your
interested
comfort
in.
zone. And do
See,
it.
and that's a thing. Like, are you an outgoing kind of guy though? You seem pretty easygoing.
Yeah, I mean, I am. It's,
Like, it's not-
shy. So it's so funny because when I went to the networking group and you have to stand up, do your 1 minute commercial, talk about your business.
You do?
Yeah.
Renee, I didn't know that.
No, he's talking about another group, but we do that too.
Oh,
But
okay.
that's the thing. I could talk about anything, and I mean anything, but when you have to talk about yourself, it's
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's
'Cause
true.
it's like if you say
That's
too
true.
much, you sound so
I hear a lot of
conceited.
people saying that.
But then if you
Right.
don't say enough, you sound uneducated.
Right.
Like you don't
Yes.
know about your own business and
Yes.
about yourself. So it's like, where do you start? Where do you end?
Yeah.
Like,
Such
what
good
are your
information.
what are your
True.
goals? Like, what are you good at? I'm like, I'm good at everything.
Sometimes-
God. Like, what you know. So how
Yes.
do you like
So
put yourself out there
yes.
and sound like so professional? I mean.
It's
Yeah,
so
it's
important.
so
It's
hard,
the
right?
elevator
Yeah,
pitch.
it is.
You've heard people say,
Yeah.
what's your elevator
It's
pitch?
like an interview, the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
That's what
Right?
it is.
Yeah.
It's the worst
Tell
thing
us your
ever.
strengths, Kristin.
But
Tell
you-
us what your
don't you hate that?
weakness is.
Do I say I don't have
I
weaknesses?
asked my husband.
Yeah.
I'm sure he
He's
can come
hold
with all
on.
the
He's got a
weaknesses.
list.
Yeah.
Just a second.
Yeah.
He'll pull it
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
Thanks.
So Vincent, so you found that really helped talking to people, right? So
Yeah.
And where do you find, okay, so now, and when you want repeat business, we were talking to Edward O'Hare earlier about having to follow up to make sure people are still following through on the legal advice that he gave them and the work that he did.
Yeah.
And he found that to be invaluable and important, and people love it, and I would love that. Do you find that that's important to you with your customers, and how do you do that follow up?
Most definitely. A lot of customers I still keep in contact with. I'll go to lunch with them sometimes.
Oh, that's nice.
We'll go out, whatever, sometimes.
Oh, my gosh.
A lot of customers repeat, like the Gentle Barn out here in Shaw Highway.
Yeah, the Gentle Barn, I love them.
I do the decals, and I get in contact with them all the time.
No way, I love them.
So, staying in touch with your customers is key, too.
Since we were talking about follow-up, because you have a service-based business and you're doing, making a product for someone, do you do follow-up to, like, check in, like, how's the quality? Is it peeling? Do you ever do that?
I do every once in a while, depending on, say, for instance, like, if it's been like 2 years, that I'll give them a call. Hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
Is it still
in
good
condition?
condition?
Need some new stuff?
I'd give them a 5 to 6 year warranty. Not really warranty because it all depends.
I would think
on the weather outside,
where it's located.
What you're doing to it.
A lot of people, I'll ask them if I'm putting a decal on the back of the window, if they put it in the garage or if they don't.
Yeah, so there's different factors.
Yeah, if they put their car in the garage every day or every night when they get home, it's gonna last longer than sitting outside.
Totally, that makes sense.
Yeah, so I think that's really important. I love hearing business owners talk about their follow-up with their customers because that customer service can go so long. Like, I think we put a lot of emphasis on how important social media is in digital marketing. I am a humongous believer in that.
Yep.
I think that's enormous. And like I've said before, like, if you don't have a Twitter account, I can't work with you. Like, that's how I used to think. Like, I just can't.
There's so much more out there.
Yeah, like, you have to have a presence, and you have to have a presence on whatever social outlet that I like to use. You must be there for me to know that you exist.
Yeah.
It's just true. You have to.
Yeah.
But, on the flip side, you can't forget about that personal touch.
You can't. Customer service, I mean, we all want to be catered to and felt special. Like, you want to feel special. When I'm giving you my money, I want to feel like I'm not just a number. You know, like, my face, who I am, my family, what I do, and you check up, and, I just feel like it's important.
I feel like millennials and these other like youngsters who are coming up behind us, like they get it. And so if we don't give people an amazing service or an incredible content or whatever it is that your business is, that they're going to go find somebody else.
Well, they want relationships. They don't want just like a quick dollar and they never talk to you again.
Right. That was like so 80s.
Yeah, it's totally
right.
Like,
that big box, big business.
Yeah, grab your business, never see you again, never talk to you.
Right.
Now it's like
that doesn't play anymore. No. They don't want that anymore. And and you can tell, I mean, think about it. Like, we're not just pontificating about it, but it's really, I mean, look at the Etsy stores, the homemade, the home crafting. Amazon has a whole Amazon homemade section, if you didn't know that. Like, like they're really into, this is the way that things are nowadays. Yeah. They've really come back down to this different kind of relationship with your businesses.
People want community. They want to feel that.
Yeah,
so,
and they want to know your story.
Yeah.
I mean, quite often, my husband and I will say, like, we eat at certain restaurants because we like the owners.
Yeah.
We
totally.
Yeah, that's true.
Or the waiters, the waitresses, we know their story.
Yeah.
Or, usually an actor on the side or something.
Whatever it is, you kind of get to know them, and you want to know their background. And on every single website I go to for business, I click the About Us section.
Too, and I read it, and I
Don't
look at the pictures.
Me too.
And especially when it's a family that owns it, or it's like a dad that owns it, and their kids are on their page.
It's important. If you don't have one of those, you should, because you'll hook us. You'll hook us with that about us page.
Yeah.
We will be customers.
Yep.
Vincent Bird.
Pulling those heartstrings with
seriously,
your About Us page.
It's true. It's emotional. Yeah. It's not about what you can give me. It's how you can make me feel.
We want to feel good.
Yeah. Give me all the feels.
Give me all the feels, guys.
SCVDecals.com is the website. Vincent Bird, building it from scratch. So what's next for you is your car wraps, which, Go for it, man.
He's
I'm
gonna
so
use
excited.
my car as his model.
Yeah,
You're wrap
there we
your
go.
Tesla?
There we go.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do
It's
it.
gonna happen. You just wait.
Let's do
SCV.
it.
Earth
Let's do
baby.
it.
There
There we go.
No, actually, it's gonna be nothing that you would think.
Really?
It's a surprise.
It
gonna be
is?
it's gonna be the only Tesla wrapped in this certain
You're
way.
weirding me out right
Just
now.
wait. It's gonna get in magazines.
Nice.
Yeah, with your name on it.
Cool.
Yep. It's gonna be the famous
What
Tesla.
are you talking about?
I can't tell anyone because they'll copy me.
Okay. All right, you two.
Keep my secret secret.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, Vincent, thank you so much for sharing your story.
Oh, thank you for having me.
It's invaluable information. It's just so great to know the insight behind how somebody succeeds, and you're helping other small businesses by sharing your story. I mean, it's all about like camaraderie, not competition,
It's so
community,
true.
not competition, you
Yeah.
know? It's
Yeah.
like we can all help each other. And when people come on our show, I just know that they have like this genuine desire to help people have
Totally.
a better, easier
Well,
life.
And if you're worried about
time.
competition, you have no time to focus on your own business
Exactly.
and growing it.
True that.
When you're already,
Exactly.
stressed out about what other people are doing,
Yeah.
you're not focused on yourself.
Believe it.
There's not competition. And if there is what you feel competition, get with them, work with them, see how you can
True.
share business between the two of
That's
you.
true.
And I feel like working together is just so much more, you'll grow.
It's way more fun too.
It's way
Yeah.
more fun.
Yeah, way more
Yeah.
stressless.
Yeah,
It is.
to have those buddies helping you out. It's
Yeah.
true. So join up, people.
Yeah.
Vincent Bird, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having
Yay,
me again.
thanks.
Thank you. I appreciate it, guys.
SCVDecals.com is his website. Check him out. Read his About Us story page. I don't know if you have one, but you,
You better
should.
get one in
He's
an
a nice
hour.
guy, and
I got one.
You got a good story, so you should put it up there. We love the stories. Coming up next, we'll still be here. It's Renee and Kristin. It's Bosses and Babies. We want to talk a little bit about the small businesses we've been hanging out with lately. Maybe even
Yeah.
yesterday. We went to some fun stuff.
Yes,
and
you did.
how Renee's doing with her store and what's new and what's happening. So stay here to level up your brand, whatever it may be, while you juggle your family. It's on The Mom Show, and you're listening to your hometown station, KHTS.
Hi, I'm Miles McNamara, Certified Senior Advisor and owner of Comfort Keepers in Home Care. Our caregivers help you in your own home. A Comfort Keeper can provide companionship, meal preparation, medication monitoring, assistance with personal care, transportation to doctor appointments, all enhancing your independence and safety in the comfort and privacy of your own home. So if you or someone you love could use a helping hand at home, call Comfort Keepers at 287-4200. That's 287-4200.
Olive Terrace Bar and Grill is the hottest new Mediterranean fusion restaurant in Santa Clarita with unique delicacies like seafood right off the boat, mouth-watering prime steaks, artesian sandwiches, delicious pastas, and tasty kebabs. Unwind on their cozy outdoor patio at their weekend champagne brunch. Full menu and weekly specials at oliveterracebarandgrill.com. Check out their full bar and happy hour daily specials in Valencia on Copper Hill and Newhall Ranch Road by LA Fitness. Olive Terrace Bar and Grill, delicious food seasoned with love.
Don and Gino here. So we know you want to have fun learning about real estate and finance. You're going to want to tune in this Saturday, 9 a.m. to the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show right here on your hometown station. Hot topics, as always, guiding you to personal and financial wellness. And that's right, you don't want to miss it. So again, this Saturday, 9 a.m., and then we replay it online Sunday, 9 a.m., Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. right here on the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show. Join us.
Hey there, I'm Tori with your hometown station weather. The excessive heat warning continues for the Santa Clarita Valley. Sunny with a high of 103 today. Clear tonight with a low of 74 degrees. Tomorrow, 102 for the high. And on Saturday, 100 for the high. For all that's going on in the Santa Clarita Valley, check us out on social media. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Or download the free app. Or just go to hometownstation.com.
KHTS. Now FM 98.1 FM and AM 1220. Your hometown station.
I always want to dance.
You do, right? It's so adorable. It's Bosses and Babies here with Kristin and Renee on the Mom Show.
Hi,
Hello.
y'all.
So if you listen to the first part of this particular podcast or radio show, make sure that you go back if you haven't heard anything and just listen to Edward O'Hare. We talked to you at the O'Hare Law Offices. He just friended me on Facebook, so now we're going to be friends.
Yay,
I love that. You can
homies.
friend us too, okay? We want you to do that. Renee Kennedy Powers, Earth Baby owner, so you can find her through that. It's usually at Earth Baby on everything that I found.
Earth Baby.
Because I try to tag you as Renee Kennedy Powers is always like just Earth Baby.
I'm linked to her. Everyone
She's
just knows me
she's
as
a brand
Earth Baby.
master. Exactly.
I'll go to like events and they're like Earth Baby.
Earth Baby.
Yeah, no one knows my name, but they know Earth Baby. That's fine with me.
And I'm at Kristin Cruz on everything. Same thing. My name is just on everything. And Vincent Bird over here can be found at scvdecals.com because he makes decals in the SCV.
Yeah.
It's all very easy. It's very easy to follow,
Very
guys.
easy.
So, but what's not always easy is juggling kids and business. And that's really what inspired this show. And that's why Renee and I wanted to put this together for our moms and dads.
To show people it's possible. It's hard,
is.
but
you can
got
do
this.
it. And you don't have to, you know what? It's like, okay, was it Serena? Wait, was it who just had a baby and then like played Wimbledon or something?
Serena.
It was Serena, right? And then she was just like, you can do it all. And I'm like, you can do it all.
But does she have nannies and help?
Right, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, and you're rad. You already
you're totally
in,
rad, but you
Olympic
gotta help,
athlete
girl.
type of body before you even started this journey as a mom.
Yeah.
So I'll never get there.
I know.
But so maybe, when people say like you can do it all, first of all, you don't have to do it all.
Nope.
Okay? Just take a breath. You are okay just where you're at right now. You are killing it right now with what you are doing as a
ask for
parent.
help.
Okay? Ask for a little help when you need it.
Yep.
Turn to shows like this. Make friends with people who understand the juggle is real, and then move forward. But just know that, like, I just want parents not to see things and go like, "Oh my gosh, I didn't marry Prince William. I suck," or whatever. Like my husband was mad about that last royal wedding for so long.
I'm still waiting for
So
Brad
thanks,
Pitt.
dude.
I mean, what the hell, Brad?
Like,
I'm here.
You just stop comparing, okay? You are doing an amazing job right where you're at. You had a kid. Are you kidding me? That's craziness.
Yeah.
You made a human.
And now you're having a business.
Right, and that's your other baby. So we're going back to school. We're going to have to juggle. Okay, Vincent, you're running your own business. You were like wearing 5 hats. You do everything, and you have your boy.
You're a single dad, right?
Yeah.
Are you single dad?
Yep.
Jeez Louise. All right, so
She's like, here we go.
Here we go. Put the hair up.
Yeah, let's get prepared for this.
So how are you looking at school time starting and just going, holy smokes? Like, are you on the PTA? Are you involved in the classroom?
He's in preschool still, right?
No, Travis is going into first grade.
First grade.
Oh, okay.
Hold on to your britches right there.
So I am actually in PTA. I'm in the part of the Dad's Club. He goes to Rosedale
Dad's
Elementary.
Club. That's awesome.
So he goes to Rosedale Elementary, and they have I think Rosedale does it, and I think another school out here does like a Dad's Club.
That's awesome.
Every Friday we do, it's called a High Five Friday.
That's so fun.
So
get dads involved.
all the dads, they stand in like each entrance of the school, and all the kids come up and they'll just do high fives.
No
That's
way.
so
You know, it's
cool.
a lot of the kids, they love it,
I'm
gonna
and-
cry.
I know. I was like, can we go high five?
That's
So
great.
cool.
I just want to go take video.
And he's a business owner, and he still makes time to high five.
Same. That
Yeah,
high five
so-
means that goes a long way.
Barely washing my hair over here. And
I'm
he's
gonna
high
cry.
fiving.
I know, right? He's making time to like, thanks for showing us up, Vincent.
Thanks.
Yeah, but with
that is
him
so
going
great.
back to school, I'm actually kind of excited. He does go to daycare right now too, so
That helps,
He's
right?
not home all the time,
Right.
but
Our kid is at the same childcare. We
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Aw.
We were
Yeah.
like, hey, what are you doing here?
yeah.
How cute is that?
And we met each other on Facebook,
Yeah.
but then I met you when you
Otherwise.
dropped your son off, and I dropped my son
exactly.
off.
Who helps
Yeah.
you with your child? Do you have any help, backup, if you need somebody, you know?
Yeah, so it's 50-50. So it's 50% of the
baby's mom.
time. Yeah,
Yeah,
50% of the
baby
time.
mama.
And then I have 50% of the time as well. So
And then do you have like sitters or family
Yeah.
or who picks up the?
so just Teddy, just his daycare. I pick him
Yeah,
up from daycare.
yeah.
And that that's
Dude.
it.
So you
but-
try to do everything while in the hours that he's
And
at Teddy Bear
exactly,
University.
exactly.
Yeah.
And that's really important too. I have had everybody from psychologists to just other moms say like, don't feel bad that you dropped your kid off at daycare so you could get some
No.
work done for a few
You
hours.
have to.
Yeah.
I mean, take
Yeah.
advantage of
I have the
what you
worst
have.
guilt. Like I have like both kids on me, like little suckers,
They're
like
sitting
stuck on.
right
They're
over
sitting
there.
out there. I'm doing a show in here. They're sitting
My
10
son's
feet away.
there. Your
That's
kids
right.
are there.
Like, we need to like loosen the strings.
Yeah.
We only have a minute, but Renee and I were just thank you Vincent, by the way, for weighing in on the dad's perspective.
Yeah.
I loved
Fun.
what you shared.
Thank you for having me.
We just went to see our friends, Jen and Kern, who are about to have their first baby.
Yay.
Speaking of dads and
Top
moms.
squad.
Love you guys. She runs a business. We need to have her on the show, but she's a
We
little
will.
busy.
She's down by
birthing.
me in Sherman Oaks, and she's going to have
Yeah.
a baby, and she does car seat and stroller
Yeah.
detailing, cleaning, and
I
whatnot.
think she's the only one that does that.
When we open our location, they'll come and do events here.
Yes.
And so
And
that will
you
be
guys,
awesome.
I just saw a really cute lunch picture of
Yeah,
all the
we-
Ventura
all
businesses.
The Valley business mom owners. We started a group.
How cute is that?
So, yeah.
Is
all
that
the
on Facebook
mamas.
yet? No,
not
that's
yet.
kind
We're
of
gonna
exclusive,
create, yeah,
though.
we'll probably create something. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's what we do.
See? So stay here because we make stuff. Babies
Yep.
and businesses.
Everything else, apparently.
SCV Decals, thanks for being here,
Oh,
man.
thank you, thank you.
We got Renee Kennedy Powers and myself, Kristin Cruz. That's another episode of Bosses and Babies from the
Yay.
Mom Show
See you
Studios.
next week.
See you next time on your hometown station, KHTS.
Bye, guys.
Bye.